Hey there! Welcome to Dumbed Down Classics, where I take those dusty old books, yank out the snooze-fest parts, and serve them up with a hefty dose of sarcasm. Today's victim? Pride and Prejudice, or as I like to call it, rich people have feelings too. So we kick things off with the Bennet family. 5 single daughters, a dad who just wants some peace and quiet, and a mom whose life goal is to marry them off because in 19th century England, women had about as many career options as a potted plant. Enter Mr. Bingley, a rich, charming bachelor who moves into the neighborhood. He throws a fancy ball, makes eyes at the eldest daughter Jane, and boom, love at first waltz. But his bestie, Mr. Darcy, is also there, brooding in the corner, socially awkward and allergic to fun. He takes one look at Jane's sister Elizabeth and thinks, she's okay, I guess. Elizabeth, on the other hand, sees him and immediately files him under snobby rich guy I'd rather not speak to. Now, because this is a novel and not a 20-minute rom-com, misunderstandings pile up. Darcy secretly likes Elizabeth but is too proud to admit it, while Elizabeth thinks he's the worst human being alive. Meanwhile, the absolute disaster of a side character, Mr. Wickham, enters the chat. Handsome, charming, and a professional liar. He spreads some gossip that makes Darcy look like a villain, and Elizabeth eats it up like it's prime tea-spilling material. Fast forward a bit and Darcy finally confesses his love to Elizabeth. But does he do it romantically? Nope. He basically says, I love you. Despite the fact that I really don't want to. Shockingly, Elizabeth does not swoon. Instead, she shuts him down so hard that he questions his entire existence. But plot twist, Darcy is actually not the worst. Turns out he secretly saved Elizabeth's family from social ruin after her younger sister eloped with Wickham, who, surprise surprise, is an actual scumbag. When Elizabeth finds out, her opinion does a full 180, because apparently money and good deeds are an irresistible combo. In the end, she and Darcy get married, Jane and Bingley get their happy ending, and Mrs. Bennet finally relaxes because mission marry off my daughters is a success. Moral of the story? First impressions are garbage, rich men can have personalities, and 19th century romance was basically just insults, letter writing, and dramatic misunderstandings. And that's Pride and Prejudice, dumbed down for your viewing pleasure. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Would you marry Mr. Darcy, or would you ghost him after that terrible first proposal? Anyway, if you enjoyed this, support the channel by checking out our partner links in the description. Every click helps us keep bringing you more dumbed down classics with a side of sarcasm.